guys, I just wanted to quickly go over the exit ticket for lesson 12 today. There was just a little bit of confusion, so I thought if I went over it quickly, hopefully it would make a little more sense to you. So this is your place value chart. This is your ones. Now if we were going in the other directions, it would be tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, that place value chart that we did at the beginning of the year. Here's our decimal point, so it's showing us that anything to this side of our place value chart is going to be less than 1. So that's a fraction or a decimal. So there's our tenths and our hundredths. 1/10. So that's why the important part of this problem, guys, is for you to realize what it's being labeled as. So this is a tenth, not tens, a tenth. Now, do I have any ones here? No, I do not. So I'm just going to put a 0 there. Now, some people in their minds, they know that 0's there. Some of you are more visual learners and you need to put that 0 there. Whatever makes sense to you. Then I have 1/10, right? So I know I can just put the number 1 right there. And then I have 9 hundredths. Again, some of you are confusing hundredths with hundreds. Hundreds are like $100 bills. Hundredth is like a penny. You need 1/100th, right? That's a penny, 1 cent. So there are 9 hundredths, so I'm going to put my 9 in the hundredths place. So if you had to write this number, it would be 0, because I have no whole numbers, and 19 hundredths. Okay, hopefully that makes a little more sense. Again, on your exit ticket, some people wrote 19 hundredths. That is not correct. 19 hundredths is 1,900. So you really need to make sure that when you're doing your decimals, you're saying hundredths. Okay, and then the second one, 4/10 plus 73 100ths. This one, we have to make a common denominator. If you remember back to the beginning, or in March before we went off of school, we were working on making common denominators. Your denominator is your bottom number in a fraction. This number needs to be the same. So I'm going to stay with my hundredth because that's my biggest denominator. I'm going to figure out what I have to do to this 10 to turn it into 100. I can't just add these numbers up. Okay, so I know that 10 times 10 equals 100. Now, if you can't remember that, that's fine. You should skip count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, okay? So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to make this 100. Now I'm going to put my times 10. Remember how we did that? Now, whatever I do to the bottom, you're going to remember in March, Miss Stunning, remember I kept saying it over and over and over again. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So then I have to multiply my 4 times 10. 4 times 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. So my new fraction becomes 40/100ths. This is equal to 4/10, but now do I have a common denominator that I can add? Yes, I do. So now I can add 40/100ths plus 73/100ths, which I'm just going to do a quick little addition on the side, right? 73 plus 40, my 3, that's 11, so it's 113 100ths, okay? Now, this asked me to make it into a decimal form. So I know that I am just going to put my decimal point right there. So as a decimal, your answer should be 1 and 1300. Sorry, that's a little squiggled. So your answer should be 1 and 1300ths. Miss Stunning needs a new board, right? A little bit bigger. But so hopefully that helps you guys, and hopefully it makes a little bit more sense, okay? Have a good night.